Hello, Cheryl. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thanks so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. So here is your analysis. I'm just going to start off by saying that you have a beautiful website. I think you probably already know that. Now, I'm not here really for the aesthetic part of it because although that is important, once you get somebody here, the thing that I'm interested in is getting somebody here. And that's where your website could use a couple of tweaks. Some of them are things you can do yourself. And I'll just launch right in and show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a Google search for Charleston, South Carolina builders. Now, as you can see, the top of the search results here are people who have paid for ads. And that's great. You can pay for an ad. That's one way to get up to the top because, you know, some guy with a Dunkin' Donut in one hand and a mouse in the other is not going to scroll much past this. This is where the page naturally stops. And these are what we call related searches. Now, if you wait a second, there's going to be more underneath that, but that's about as far as most people scroll. And you want to be within that first scroll. And right now, you are not. I don't see you here, and I don't see you here. Let me describe what these areas are. This is what we call the map pack because, of course, it's attached to a map. That's a good name for it, I suppose. And these are folks who have gone to Google and filled out a Google business profile. And now that's like a Facebook profile, except it's for your business, and they're going to ask you things like what year you started business, your phone number, obviously, what your website is, what the actual address of your business is, because people do like to buy and hire local. The actual hours that you're on, there's tick boxes for like online estimate or on-site services. And they also have a series of other boxes that you have to fill out. Fill out absolutely everything. That is something you can do for your business this afternoon or tonight. Go there and fill one out, and that will give you a much greater chance of being up here in the map pack, which is exactly where you want to be because that is, after the paid ones, the first area that people see. Now, the next area after that is what we call the organic search results. Now, this is where the Google algorithm has decided to put things. And the Google algorithm is an algorithm is just a computer program that looks for particular criteria. Now, the criteria that the Google algorithm looks for are a couple of things. I'm going to tell you what they are. One is the business profile. Two is the keywords, and three are the backlinks. I'm going to describe what all of those are in a second. Now, the first actual builder that I find in the organic searches, these are all lists of builders. So this is the first one. These folks are actually in South Carolina and Wilmington, North Carolina. So I didn't want to compare them because they're in a different state also. But Hunter Quinn is headquartered just up the road from you. And so I'm going to use them as a comparison. I'm going to call them your biggest Google competitor. So here is your website. I'm going to take it and cut and paste into a word counter. And that's going to show me how many words you have on your website. That is excellent. 1,454 words. You are only a few words shy of what Google wants at 1,500. Now I'm going to show you the Hunter Quinn Homes one. I'm going to cut and paste it into a word counter also. They have 462 words, so you beat the pants off of them. Now, here's the thing. All words are not equal. So I'm going to show you what the difference is website to website. This is a paid tool that I use called Ahrefs, and it shows me the metrics of your website. Now, what we were just talking about are the keywords right here. Keywords are important because they determine what sites come up based upon what is typed. Now, for instance, if I type Charleston Home Builder into a Google search, any site that has Charleston Home Builder is going to come up in that search. If I type in builders for Charleston, then anybody who has that phrase is going to come up. So you can see there are a lot of variations that somebody could type in, and that's what sites will come up depending on how they type that in. you can beat the competitors by having exactly those phrases in your website. Let me show you. This is the same tool that I'm using, Ahrefs, for your competitor. They have 2,300 keywords. Let me show you what those keywords are. They have, home builders Charleston, home builder Charleston, and you see it's just a question of singular and plural. Builders in Charleston, home builders in Charleston. So all of those variations are satisfied over here somewhere in their Hunter Quinn website. Now we're going to get into some other things that are more like, Rock the Block, which was apparently some competition on HGTV. Tributary at the Park. I don't really know what that is, but I'm assuming it's something that is local that maybe you can get in on or talk about in your website. Let's see here. What else? Midway Homes. There's going to be a bunch of phrases and keywords that are actually just words from your industry. And you can see it's a lot of the custom home construction. It's a lot of variations on the theme. I'm assuming that there's probably going to be something about foundations. I'm assuming that there's going to be something about siding and windows, a luxury home builder, the word luxury in there. And I assume that there's going to be something about best, for instance. Let me check and see if you have best in there. You have one of two matches. Best in the state, that's good. And you have who is the best custom home builder in Charleston. That's great, because best custom home builder is the phrase that you want. If somebody types that in, that's what's going to come up. But you can also have best custom home builder in Mount Pleasant, best custom home builder in Hollywood or North Charleston. All of those areas can be, you can co-opt them into your site so that somebody who is proud of where they live will have those exact phrases come up in your website. That will bring you up. If you don't have it in your website, the Google algorithm is not going to assume that you have it there or that you know anything about it. So you need to have absolutely every keyword that you can think of in your website. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you are your backlinks. The backlinks are where your site is listed on another website. Now, you have 250 backlinks. This is what your competitor has, 730. So you're not that far behind. It's not like over here where it's in the thousands. You have about, 500 that you can catch up on. Now, that's just a question of going to these sites like Zillow, Realtor, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Angie's List, so on and so on, that you can go and get onto those websites. Sometimes it's as simple as filling out a profile, just like you would on the business profile, just right up in here. That's something that you can do yourself. Go to these places and fill out a profile, and then you can get on these websites. Increasing the number of backlinks you had is going to increase the overall purpose of all of this, and that is this, your traffic. Now, the traffic is the number of clicks that somebody has taken to get to your site from a Google search. Last month, you had 19 clicks to get to your site. Here's what Hunter Quinn had, 2,400. I can tell you that by comparison, the 2,400 is going to have resulted in more estimate requests than the 19. And that's pretty obvious. And you can get this number way up by just making a few tweaks to your website. Now, these are easy tweaks to make. You can go to the Google business profiles and fill one out. Easy to do. You can figure out what some of the organic keywords are because you know what the words are in your industry. Then you can see what sites your competitors are on, and you can get better sites. Now, those are all things that you can do and get them into your website. Now, I would assume that you would rather spend your time building dream homes than digging around in the guts of your website. And that's where I think that Eric can come in handy for you. If any of these suggestions to you, I hope that they were all helpful, sound like something you'd be interested in, and you would rather have somebody else do them, which I know I would, give Eric a call and he will guide you through the next steps. I hope I was really helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.